Picture this. You open your refrigerator, that gleaming, humming appliance you rely on every single day. It's supposed to preserve your food, protect your health, keep your family safe. But what if it's doing the exact opposite? The truth is, your fridge isn't just a cold box, it's a chemical lab. And for certain foods, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Right now, as we speak, over 48 million Americans will suffer food poisoning this year alone. And according to the CDC, 3,000 of them won't survive. But here's what nobody's telling you. The danger isn't just spoiled milk or rotten meat. It's the foods you'd never suspect. The ones you've been refrigerating for years, thinking you were doing the right thing. Imagine this, a food so common you probably ate it yesterday, but when you store it in the fridge, it morphs, changes at a molecular level. And what was once nutritious becomes toxic. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 9 everyday foods that are silently betraying you. Foods hiding in plain sight in your kitchen right now. Some will shock you. Others, they'll make you question everything you thought you knew about food safety. And the number one worst offender, it's not what you think. It's a health food you've been taught to cherish. But refrigerate it, you're not preserving it, you're poisoning it, and by extension, yourself. This isn't just about taste or waste. This is about your life, your longevity. Because if you're over 60, your body can't fight these hidden dangers like it used to. So listen closely. What you're about to learn could be the difference between a hospital bed and a long, healthy life. Stay with us. Let's be honest, when you slide those groceries into your refrigerator, you're not just storing food. You're placing your trust in an idea. The idea that cold equals safe, that if it's chilled, it's protected. But what if that trust is misplaced? Science reveals a darker truth. For some foods, the refrigerator isn't a sanctuary. It's a torture chamber, the very environment meant to preserve them. It's actually accelerating their decay, twisting their chemistry, turning what should be nourishment into something else entirely. Think about what happens inside that chilled darkness. Moisture builds, enzymes mutate, bacteria you can't see, smell, or taste begin their silent invasion. And for certain foods, the damage isn't just about spoiled meals, it's about what happens when those altered substances enter your body. Now consider this. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that improperly stored foods don't just lose nutrients, they can generate compounds linked to inflammation, digestive disorders, even long-term cellular damage. And if you're over 60, your body's defenses are already fighting an uphill battle. Here's what keeps nutritionists awake at night. That innocent-looking tomato in your fridge. It's not just getting mealy, it's losing the lycopene that protects your heart. Those refrigerated potatoes, they're not just turning sweet, they're brewing chemicals that have scientists raising red flags. And the most insidious part? You won't know it's happening. There's no dramatic smell, no visible mold, just a slow, steady sapping of nutrition and a quiet increase in risk, until one day your body says enough. But here's the powerful truth. This isn't fate, it's fixable. By the time we're done today, you'll wield knowledge that 95% of people don't have. You'll look at your refrigerator, not with blind trust, but with the sharp eyes of someone who knows exactly where the dangers hide. So I need you to do something right now. The next time you reach for that fridge handle, pause. Remember this moment, because what comes next, it's not just a list, it's your first line of defense. Let's begin. Number 9, potatoes, the silent killer in your fridge. Meet the Trojan horse of your kitchen, these innocent-looking spuds. They're undergoing a dark transformation in your fridge right now. Here's the terrifying science. At refrigerator temperatures, potato cells panic. Their survival instinct kicks in, converting precious starches into simple sugars at 5 times the normal rate. But the real horror begins when you cook them. Those excess sugars react with amino acids to form acrylamide, a Class 2A carcinogen, according to the World Health Organization. Studies show regular consumption can increase ovarian cancer risk by 19%, boost endometrial cancer likelihood by 78%, damage nerve cells linked to Parkinson's, and texture. That gritty, sweet abomination in your mouth isn't just unpleasant. It's a warning sign of chemical warfare happening inside each bite. Here's how to outsmart this threat. 1. Store in a paper bag, never plastic, to prevent light exposure. 2. Keep at 45-50 degrees, 7 to 10 degrees. Your basement is ideal. 3. If you must refrigerate, soak slices in lemon water before cooking. See how the non-refrigerated ones stay golden and crisp? That's not just better cooking, that's safer eating. Make this change today and you'll remove one of the most common, yet least suspected cancer promoters from your diet. Number 8. Bread, the betrayal in your sandwich. That lifeless sandwich you choked down yesterday? Your refrigerator wrote that tragedy. This is what really happens when you imprison bread in the cold. Within just 4 hours of refrigeration, a brutal process called retrogradation forces water molecules out of the starch matrix. Your bread isn't just drying out, it's undergoing molecular collapse at 300 times normal speed. And here's the kicker, that same moisture loss creates the perfect breeding ground for Aspergillus molds linked to respiratory failure in elderly, Rhodotorula yeasts causing thrush outbreaks in seniors, penicillin spores triggering antibiotic resistance concerns. Here's how bread masters preserve perfection. 1. The 30-minute rule. Let fresh bread breathe completely before storing. You do 2. Foil fortress. Wrap in aluminum foil before freezing, not plastic. 3. Bread box. Science, use cedar boxes with 65% humidity control. 4. Revival trick. Sprinkle with water and rebake at 350 degrees for 5 minutes. See how the correctly stored slice still springs back. That's not just texture, that's 83% more nutritional integrity preserved according to Food Chemistry Journal studies. Number 7. Onions, the fridge's toxic roommate. Your refrigerator is turning onions into biological time bombs. That innocent bulb, it's becoming a double agent, poisoning itself and your other foods. Here's what the food labs won't tell you. Onions are hygroscopic. They'll steal moisture from the air until they self-destruct. This creates a 300% faster spoilage rate, sulfur compounds that corrode nearby produce, perfect conditions for deadly Aspergillus mold. When Ohio State researchers tested refrigerated onions, they found 1. Botulism spores in 22% of samples. 2. E. coli transfer to neighboring foods in just 48 hours. 3. Vitamin C depletion up to 90% after 1 week. Farmers have preserved onions for 7,000 years using these methods. The Egyptian hang, cotton net bags allowing 360-degree airflow. The root cellar trick, layered in sand between 50-60 degrees. The Japanese wrap, individual washi paper envelopes. Notice how the traditional onion stays firm while the refrigerated one collapses. That's not just appearance, it's the difference between nutrition and danger. For cut onions, rub the surface with olive oil before storing in ceramic containers. Creates a natural antibacterial barrier. Number 6. Tomatoes, the cold assassinated superfood. That beautiful tomato you just refrigerated? You've committed flavor murder. Here's the crime scene breakdown. At 40 degrees, these tragic transformations occur within hours. Flavor enzymes, polygalacturonase, shut down permanently. Volatile aroma compounds, geraniol, drop by 68%. Nacelle walls collapse, creating that disgusting mealy texture. University of California studies prove refrigeration destroys 40% of cancer-fighting lycopene, reduces vitamin C by 30% in just 3 days, increases histamine levels, triggering inflammation. Michelin star chefs use these preservation tricks. 1. The stem-down method prevents moisture loss through scar tissue. 2. The paper towel nest, wrapping in breathable layers. 3. The 55-degree sweet spot, wine cooler storage for heat waves. See how the counter-stored tomato glistens. That's not just juice, it's 3x more umami compounds according to Tokyo University research. For peak flavor, store near bananas. The ethylene gas accelerates natural sweetness without refrigeration damage. Number 5, garlic, the fridge's double agent. That garlic bulb in your fridge isn't just dying, it's becoming a traitor. What Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about cold-stored allicin. Refrigeration triggers garlic's survival mode, causing allicin, the cancer-fighting compound, to plummet 72%. Sprouts to suck out remaining nutrients within days. Bitter sulfides to form, mimicking rancid flavors. When Ohio State researchers tested refrigerated garlic in oil, 1. Botulism spores appeared in 89% of samples after 7 days. 2. Neurotoxin levels reached lethal doses for seniors in 12 days. 3. No visible signs of contamination despite deadly contents. Sicilian grandmothers have kept garlic potent for centuries with the wicker prison method, allows just 35% humidity circulation. The terracotta jail, unglazed pots maintain perfect 60 degrees. The braided hanging trick creates natural antimicrobial airflow. See this vibrant clove? It packs 14x more allicin than its refrigerated zombie counterpart. For minced garlic, submerge in raw honey, nature's botulism inhibitor since ancient Egypt. Number 4, coffee, the great refrigerator robbery. Your refrigerator just stole $27 from your morning ritual. Those premium single-origin beans, they're being chemically mugged in your crisper drawer. At fridge temperatures, coffee undergoes the freezer burn effect. Oils oxidize 4x faster. The sponge syndrome absorbs neighboring food odors. Today's, the aroma massacre destroys 83% of volatile compounds. MIT Food Lab studies prove 1. Refrigerated beans lose acidity, brightness in 72 hours. 2. Chilled grinding creates inconsistent particle sizes. 3. Every temperature fluctuation equals 3 days of aging. Tokyo's champion baristas preserve beans using 1. The vacuum lock, CO2 valve canisters with UV coating. And 2. The wine cellar method, 65 degrees, dark storage with 58% humidity. 3. The freezer exception, only for 30+ day storage in military-grade bags. Smell that vibrant blueberry note? That's what 25 Delelbe coffee tastes like when not held hostage in your fridge. Keep your daily beans in the bag they came in. Specialty roasters use odor-blocking multi-layer packaging you're wasting by transferring. Number 3, honey, nature's immortal nectar murdered by your fridge. This golden elixir has survived pyramids, wars, and millennia, only to meet its executioner in your refrigerator's crisper drawer. Refrigeration commits 3 unforgivable sins against honey. 1. Triggers forced crystallization, locking away 60% of active enzymes. 2. Creates microscopic moisture pockets, inviting wild yeast colonies. 3. Destroys the electromagnetic charge that gives raw honey its healing properties. Consider this. Edible honey was found in 3,000-year-old Egyptian tombs. Yet your refrigerated honey turns toxic within months. Modern labs confirm chilled honey loses 83% of its antibacterial power. Commercial beekeepers preserve honey's immortality using 1. The Sun Temple method, dark glass jars in consistently 70-degree failures pantries. 2. The wooden barrel technique, unvarnished oak maintains perfect humidity. 3. The crystal reversal trick, gentle warming at 104 degrees restores liquid state. See how the traditional honey obliterates pathogens while the chilled one struggles. That's not food science. That's magic we're carelessly destroying. If your honey crystallizes, place the jar in a bowl of warm, not hot water with a pinch of cinnamon. The natural enzymes will reactivate without damaging nutrients. Number 2, bananas, the tropical prisoner in your icebox. This vibrant tropical sun worshipper didn't cross oceans just to die alone in your Arctic wasteland of a produce drawer. At refrigerator temperatures, bananas undergo cell membrane collapse, turning flesh to grey mush. At Demitун's polyphenol oxidase enzyme freak out, creating bitter compounds. Bomb, total photosynthesis amnesia, forgetting how to ripen properly. University of Costa Rica studies show chilled bananas. 1. Lose 40% of dopamine-boosting nutrients within 48 hours. 2. Develop resistant starch that causes digestive distress. 3. Suffer 70% faster antioxidant depletion than room temp bananas. Jamaican fruit vendors use these tricks perfected over centuries. 1. The hook-hang technique mimics natural canopy position. 2. The leaf wrap. Banana leaves regulate humidity perfectly. 2. The cluster rule. Never separate bananas until ready to eat. See how the counter bananas develop those perfect brown speckles? That's not aging, that's flavor intelligence we're disrupting with refrigeration. For smoothies, peel and freeze ripe bananas in parchment paper sleeves. The cold can't hurt what's already been sacrificed to the blender gods. Number 1, olive oil, the Mediterranean miracle murdered by cold. That bottle of liquid gold in your fridge? You've just committed a crime against Mediterranean civilization. This is what cold does to nature's perfect fat. Refrigeration triggers. Polyphenol breakdown, losing 90% of heart-protecting compounds. Molecular fracturing, creating free radicals linked to chronic inflammation. Flavor compound suicide, destroying those prized peppery notes. Longitudinal studies show 1. Refrigerated olive oil users had 23% higher inflammatory markers. 2. Cold storage negates 80% of the oil's artery-clearing benefits. 3. The cloudy appearance indicates wax separation that irritates digestion. Centuries-old preservation secrets from Crete. 1. The amphora method, unglazed ceramic in perpetual 65-degree darkness. 2. The copper-clad sanctuary blocks light while regulating temperature. 3. The 3-month rule, never stockpile more than you'll use in 90 days. Hear that audible crunch? That's the sound of polyphenols still alive and working to protect your heart. If your oil solidifies, don't microwave it. Place the bottle in warm water for 30 minutes to gently revive the molecules without damage. For decades, we've been lied to, told that colder is always better, that refrigeration equals safety. But today, you've learned the truth. Let this sink in. Every time you refrigerated potatoes, you were brewing cancer-causing compounds. Every loaf of bread you chilled was being turned into a mold farm. Every onion in your crisper was becoming a bacterial double agent. Every tomato lost its fight against chronic disease. Every garlic clove was being robbed of its healing powers. Every coffee bean was having its soul stolen. Every drop of honey was being denied immortality. Every banana was being tortured against its tropical nature. Every ounce of olive oil was being betrayed. From this moment forward, you're not just a cook, you're a nutrient guardian, flavor protector, a health defender. Right now, across the world, people are freeing their tomatoes, liberating their garlic, taking back their honey's birthright. Before you go, I need you to do 3 things. Look at your fridge right now. What needs to be evacuated immediately? 2, share this video with 3 people who still commit these fridge crimes. 3, join our storage revolution. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. The food industry won't tell you these truths. Supermarkets won't show you. But now you know, and knowing means responsibility. So tell me in the comments, which food revelation hit you hardest? Was it the olive oil betrayal, the banana imprisonment, the garlic conspiracy? Your story might be the one that saves someone's health. Now go, be the hero your kitchen deserves.